Welcome to another movie review, you fabulous, fabulous human being. Today I will be reviewing The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman is a 2017 American musical drama film directed by Michael Gracie in his directorial debut and written by Jenny Bix and Bill Condon. The film is inspired by the story of P.T. Barnum's creation of the Barnum and Bailey Circus and the lives of its star attractions. I loved this film. Cutting right to the chase, I didn't just love it, I adored this film. Given the mixed reviews it had received, I felt I was safe. By that I mean it wasn't so overhyped that I ended up being disappointed. Majority of the songs in this film were written by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, two men whose work I was very familiar with on the hit TV series Smash, a show I absolutely loved mostly for its music more than anything else. Then in 2016 they worked on the music for La La Land, and before I had even seen that film, all I heard was people raving about it and how it was the best soundtrack they'd ever heard. My brother was one of those people and even saw this film approximately 6 times in the cinema. So at that point I had very high expectations that when I finally got to watch the film were not even slightly met. I really did not like La La Land, not the story and certainly not the music. So I had a lot of expectations for The Greatest Showman, all of which were exceeded and then some. From the moment the first song began playing, I had chills all over my body and I knew right then and there I was in for something special. I was so excited about where this was going that before the second song had even finished being sung, I was downloading the soundtrack, ready for listening when the credits started to roll. The music is exquisite and powerful with a great flow from one song to the next. Even though you have plenty of scenes where dialogue breaks up each performance, each song is written in a way where when they are all together it is very cohesive. The lyrics themselves are very engaging, and depending on who you are, I think there is a song in there for everyone. Something that has lyrics that the person can find relatable and that makes the song even more magical. One of the best things about music is the level of emotion it can bring out in a person, and every song in this film brought out a lot of emotions for me, which as far as I'm concerned means this was fantastic. Despite the period the film is set in, I find the story being told is still fairly relatable, and I enjoy this version and some of the underlying issues or messages addressed. The film addresses the subject of race and how not only were people of colour not welcome in society, but they certainly weren't welcome to be intimate with white people. We see a group of society outcasts or freaks who are only deemed freaks because they do not fit society's idea of what normal is or should be. But thanks to Barnum, they are able to come together and find a sanctuary, a safe place where they are accepted and together create a loving and supportive family. At the same time, the film is addressing the standards in society based on wealth and how it is looked upon with disapproval to mixed social statuses. But of that grows 2 love stories. Philip Carlyle, played by Zac Efron, and Anne Wheeler, played by Zendaya. 2 people who fall in love and must jump not only socio-economic hurdles but race hurdles as well. Then we have the most central love story between P.T. Barnum, played by Hugh Jackman, and Charity Howlett Barnum, played by Michelle Williams. A love that began as children and blossomed as adults. While Charity came from high society, she yearns for the simple life filled with nothing but love and happiness. But her husband, who came from nothing, yearns for all the riches he can find, ultimately overlooking the most important riches in his life, his family. His desire for more becomes all-consuming that it impacts those closest to him. While I acknowledge none of these stories or issues are new or original, I do enjoy that they give a bit more depth to the story and make it more than just a bunch of people singing and dancing all the time. There is a story behind each song, and each song reflects a different character or group of characters, and that makes it enjoyable. The costumes in this film, which were designed by Ellen Moroznik, are vibrant and stunning, and there is an evolution in quality of the costumes as the story progresses, so it does at times become a literal rags to riches story, and the costumes reflect that. At times the costumes were as magical as the music, but the music still wins out. Another win is to be found in the cinematography, which was done by Seamus McGarvey. I loved how light and darkness are used together. I found it really intensified that magical experience and enriched each shot. This film didn't shy away from colour, and if you're going to call a film The Greatest Showman, colour should be a given. I felt there was a lot of great cinematic techniques used in this film, from lighting to speed, and for me they all work superbly. Given this is Gracie's directorial debut, I honestly feel that he has knocked it out of the park. I know many people had mixed feelings about this, and some people loved the music but didn't enjoy the story, and that's just how the nature of films go. Can't please them all. But for this little cinephile, I absolutely loved every aspect of this movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. And best believe I've got that soundtrack on repeat. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel and check me out on social media. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the movie. Until next time, bye.
So tell me, do you wanna go where it's coming?